Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
I know what it is. Tough night, man. Tough night out at the office.
Started off good.
It's not even the parlays, man. I needed Angie to get that win. Parlays, I was killing it. Killing on the parlays. Then it just seemed like everything just went downhill. Crashed and burned on it. Man, it was tough. Tough night. Good card. Very, very,
very good card. Yeah,
but as an Angie Hill fan, tough night. No, I don't want to go in here with my somber mood. Don't want to be too reckless. But yeah, man, it was a good night of cards. Super good night. Night got kicked off. A lot of controversy, but a lot of good cards. A lot of
back and forth. A lot of back and forth. Yeah.
It started off, man, that first fight, Mazzo versus Kish. And Mazzo was, Kish started off doing her thing. She was, in my opinion, ahead going into that.
She was sure. Bro, she was definitely ahead. She was outstriking her. It was almost like one of those things where Mazzo basically kind of, she throws everything at such a pace that almost feels like it's like, I'm shooting these out at 40% power. So it's like Kish was just like, I'm gonna just walk through it. Like,
she just slow. It looked like she was just a slow fighter. Kish just clearly was a faster one.
It's one of those, and we're gonna talk about this again in a later fight. The Kroon fight is one of those things where one of the people is just out here like moving at a pace that's like only beneficial to them if it works. Because if it don't work, bro, and somebody else coming back with that heat in return, you can't throw at 40% and then be ready for return fire at 150% of what you're moving at. Like that's setting up for disaster.
Kish did everything right but one thing. She circled towards the head kick. And that's what was disappointing me all there.
The same head kick that almost dropped her in the first round at that, bro. She got kicked in the head probably, I want to say every round. Like, I think she took one clean head kicks. Yeah.
And I was wondering why she wasn't throwing more head kicks. Because she was just circling to it, hands down to it. You could have landed that head kick at will. I guess she wanted to wait till she got tired out a little bit. Because, Mazzo came out that third round looking sharp. Couple of head kicks landed through a lot of head kicks.
Quite a few.
A lot of them landed that round. Hey, I predicted the head kick was gonna get it. It got it done in a sense. The head kick gave it an assist. How about that? Head kick gave the finish assist. So.
And see, that's the thing. It was like within that first and second round. Like I said, she clearly got hit with a head kick in the first round. I want to say she got hit with one in the second round, but it was like 3 or 4 of them mugs in the third round, and it was like, okay, yeah. Now she just out here spamming it like Stipe with the body punch, like.
Oh man!
And it's almost like like I was saying, Mazzo, her punches come slow. Even her kick kind of came at like almost if I hit you with it, it's kind of like I'm gonna slap you with it with my foot rather than like put my foot through your forehead. And she gave old girl the Chris Tucker, which one of y'all kicked me quite a few times, and then next thing you know, like this one landed. This one really landed.
Man, that was a good way to open the card.
Rear naked choke, third round. Would have been a bonus. Would have been a bonus if not for a lot of other things that happened this card, and that's how you know this was a good card.
Good card. That was for that fight to have that like even for a fight of the night. This didn't even get fight of the night because this was a good fight, man. This was a good fight. Then we go to Barbarina,
but
Oh, you keeping it go? Hey. Oh man. Oh my. Hey, Kish gonna put them hands on you. She doing 3,000 scrambles. At the end of every workout, bro. That's crazy. That's why she was able to keep that tempo. That was nuts. Her output was good. If she continues to go that way, just not get kicked in the head, she could have a pretty good next couple of fights. And then we got to a fight, Barbarina versus Ivy, and pretty much predicted it to go as such. Barbarina getting the win. I thought he was actually going to get the finish though in this fight.
I thought he was too. Only because we saw Ivy get finished in that last fight.
He looked better. He looked a lot better.
Fight. He looked
stronger.
He looked super strong, bro. Like for him to have the frame that he has, like I almost want to see him just gain even more weight and just move up to 185 because to be that tall and already have that frame, like he almost looked basically like a Neil Magny type of length wise. But like his build was like much bigger, so it's like
right.
And it almost like the main reason why I feel like he just needs to balloon up even further and just go up to 185 is because he does not really even carry too much of that power down at 170 when he cuts that weight. Like this is the second fight in a row where you look like a pretty big dude, and the other guy that's coming at you, you just feel like, oh well, hey, he's stronger than me, so I'm gonna just try to wrestle him. It's like, bro, you shouldn't be feeling like that when you look the way you do. Like that dude looked pretty stacked.
He came in a lot more solid. It looked like he actually put on some muscle compared to that last fight with was it Aguilera? Yeah. Last fight with Aguilera. So, and he just got outstruck, got out everything in this fight against Barberena. He did get one round. Might have been the third round.
I get in my notes, I gave him the first. One judge gave him a round, the other two had it 30-27. And it's really just the fact that his clinching, he did nothing with it. Like he got him up against the cage quite a few times, but it was no damage done, no strikes being thrown. He was just going to grab him and try to get the takedown, and the takedowns just weren't coming very often. Like that's a tough way to win. Like when you feel like you have to get it to the floor to get the win, and you just can't get it to the floor, it's probably lost. Like, but I'm happy he didn't get finished because
I didn't want to see it happen. I thought it was going to happen though. I for sure thought it was going to. I didn't want to see it, but I thought it was coming. Then we got to our fight, our guarantee of the night. We locked this pick in. With all due respect, we locked this pick in as a guarantee for us. We had Jalen Turner versus Brock Weaver, and there was no other way for this fight to go than a finish, in my opinion. I thought it was sure going to be a finish. Brock Weaver actually looked better than he did in his last couple fights until the end. He looked sharper for sure.
He's tough.
He looked better than
tough, bro.
He's tough.
He was actually landing. He was throwing some nice little leg kicks. Got a couple little punches off or whatever. I feel like Turner was just getting a little bit too swaggy with him. Like I feel like, and see, that's the thing about some of these guys. Like we always say, we look at the win-loss record and then we look at like the KO record and the submission record. And some of these guys that are like Brock Weaver, that just flat out just don't finish fights. It's like at this level, bro, you can't be out here just not finishing fights, because clearly it looked like Jalen Turner was in there like, he hit me, whatever. Like,
oh man,
like he's out here trying to super swag on you. He
just lacks the athletic advantage in a lot of these fights that he's been in. But he has the grit. I don't know where he could go. Up or down. He just lacks the athleticism because he has the.
He gonna have to for sure make it at 155, because at 170, that's just not. It's that.
Didn't he come in at one? Try to come in at 155? Wasn't he at 155?
I want to say it was probably. I want to say this fight was probably supposed to be at 155, but the thing was Jalen Turner got the call up so late that they just called it a catch weight or whatever.
And at the end of the day, it's Jalen Turner. It's
facts.
That's another thing.
I kind of feel sorry for my guy Frank Camacho. Like he could have. This was Frank Camacho's chance to get his, get some good juju going on after the Justin James fight. But neither here nor there. Maybe next time. Yeah, better luck next time. And like you said before, it's like it's one of those things where you were already the underdog against the guy that you were supposed to fight. You're even bigger underdog against this other guy. This is like you said, lock of the night, bro. It was a bad lock of the night.
It was just a bad situation for Brock Weaver to have to fight Jalen Turner. Like that's a huge reach or a huge step up in competition, even from Roosevelt Roberts, who now at this point it's a super huge step up in competition. So yeah, tough night for Brock Weaver, super good night for Jalen Turner. He almost could have got a bonus by pulling off that rear neck. He got a knockout. Right. Know what happens when Herb Dean reffing. He gonna let you get it. He gonna let you get it. Hey, you want him to finish it? Get on up.
Speaking of controversy though, he knocked the dude clear out. Like he clearly knocked the dude out, and Herb was like, "Hey, you want to do it?" And it's like, bruh, for the fact that happened twice tonight. Yeah, we going, like I said before, bro. We talked about this with one of those poor Herb Dean stoppages. We talked about this before. Like eventually, I don't know that they have or don't have referees council or something. But they for sure need to start looking at some of these referees and asking them like, okay, what were you exactly thinking right here? Because when a guy drops like that and basically eyes rolls to the back of his head, like
he could have, if he would have waved his hands like this, I don't think anybody argues. I don't think anybody. Oh, Herb, why'd you stop it? So hey, judgment call. Hey, Brock Weaver stood up. He could have stayed. He could have played it like he didn't want to anymore.
Good.
Man, tough. That boy tough.
Yeah.
And man, so good fight for Turner. Good win. We roll right into the heavies. And do we have a new prospect at heavyweight? Or are they feeding us more of him fighting guys who are out of shape? Everybody I've seen on this guy highlight look like they're fresh off the buffet line. Somebody give him a guy with a muscle.
Bruh, yeah, this Martinez was very heavy around the waist. I'll just say that. That was but I will say the way that Romanov basically belly to back suplex this guy Chris Benoit style. Want to say RIP, but I can't really RIP a guy who go out like that. Anyway, Chris Benoit. I'll say Taz. Shout out to my guy Taz.
You could say Kurt Angle suplex.
You know,
there you go.
One of these suplex heavy wrestlers. But yeah, that was very bruh, he had the whole toe plant in the suplex and everything. Like that was a whole suplex. Like and he basically just ragdolled old buddy. He ragdolled old buddy for 2 rounds. Like 10-8 round in the first round, and he basically had a top position for 4 minutes in the second round before he got the finish.
He was on pace for another 10-8.
He was on pace to be up 20 to 15 at the end of that. Like
he was about to give it a 10-7. Oh man,
10-7, bro. He was on pace for the 20 to 15, bro. Like that was.
Hey, I've never seen anybody sit down on somebody mount. He basically was just sitting there like. This, oh my!
No knees on the floor or nothing. Like he basically had his feet like planted forward. Like I'm just gonna sit here. I really wanted him to like stand up a little bit and just give him the Yokozuna drop real quick. Just hey, if you gonna sit on him like that, you might as well go full out. Like go full out. Man. You already got the wrestling suplex, bro. Just drop the bun on him. Pause.
Oh man! Oh my god! You had to have paused that one.
Hey, I never seen it. Like you said, never seen it.
I've never seen that happen before. So hopefully they can reschedule that DeLima fight so we can get a better idea of where Romanov is.
Another guy that I wouldn't mind seeing him fight. I can't remember my guy's name, but the guy that Tanner Boser just got done with.
Oh yeah, man, that's
Or even give him the old buddy from the PFL that Tanner Boser knocked out. One of those.
Who did he fight? Oh well. It is what it is. Oh yeah, Pessoa. Rafael Pessoa.
Yeah, Pessoa.
Oh yeah, I could see him against the Pessoa. I even wanted to say Sakai. I just wanted
that fast, bro. That fast.
I don't know if Sakai is that. Hey, is Sakai really that good? Is he that good? Yeah, maybe he's that good. Or I want to see him fight
versus Olenek.
Romanov versus Boser. You don't want to
let my guy Boser move up. Let this guy
Hey man, Boser knocked that dude block off. He ain't that type of movement.
Yeah, Boser got the movement that like I said, bro. I'm gonna have to see somebody. I'm gonna have to see somebody do something with him because the fact that Ciryl Gane couldn't even finish him and he's just out here knocking folks clean out. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see. You're gonna have to prove it to me.
Don't know how we turn this into a Boser thing, but I do think Boser is a contender. He's a possible contender.
Romanov versus the crochet boss. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Oh, not the crochet boss. Hey, I'll take it. Or even John Vellante. If John Vellante gonna stay at heavyweight, give Romanov Gian Vellante. I'll take it. But we got to see him against some type of real UFC competition because this here was just a
call up, easy work.
It was a last minute. Yes, shout out to Rocky Martinez to take the fight, but we didn't get any type of real gauge of where Romanov is.
Outside of the fact that he know how to suplex people.
Yeah,
because he suplexes
guys that are fatter than him,
and that's hard to even be one of those guys. Like that takes a lot of work at the buffet.
A rare few, and they finding them. So, hey, no, with all due respect, I just want to see this guy fight somebody that's UFC talent-based UFC heavyweight. Hopefully it comes soon. He didn't take any type of damage in this fight. DeLima only has to wait 10 days, I guess, to even get his fight rescheduled. Maybe they can do that. Maybe. I'm hoping we see something like that. I'm eager to see it. But Romanov got the finish via ground and pound stoppage.
Head and arm choke.
Oh yeah. I forgot he got the tap.
He was ground and pounding him though. And
it should have been stopped.
But see, that's how you know old buddy was so big. Like, bro, your forearm got to be huge for none of those punches to really land clean. Like, he was just like this.
He was like playing the drums. He wasn't.
He was playing the drums on his forearms though. Like, that's what I'm saying. When you can't get through the forearms because the forearms is basically double my forearms. It's like,
and
big dude, bro, big dude.
I just can't wait to see him against some UFC talent. I'm eager. Please do the Lima rematch. And then it gets to the upset of the night because, man, we sitting pretty. Oh, wait. I think we. Oh, wait. Was it the Vila? No, it was
Robertson.
Robert's room. We sitting pretty on our parlays. We already thinking this is a shoe in. I was like, yeah, Robert's about to dust this guy off. I even changed my 6-fight parlay. I took off Bobby Green, added Roosevelt Roberts because I was like, oh yeah,
Bobby Green got the easiest 30-27 that you could ever have, bro. That was probably close to 30-25 too, like because he didn't even get touched.
Roosevelt Roberts' loss was so shocking and disappointing. The guy that beat him got a performance bonus before the night was even over. Dana even immediately after the fight, Dana said, no matter what else happens tonight, this guy is getting a bonus. That's how bad Roosevelt Roberts lost. And that's how pissed I was like, come on, man. And hey, with all due respect.
He got too much swag for his own good, bro. He got too much swag for his own good.
He's too good for his last two fights to end the way they've ended.
He's
better than that.
He's used to being able to be the guy who dictates the pace. And when he's not dictating pace, like, bro, I don't know if he just maybe needs to work on his defense or something, or he don't know that these people are actually coming to knock his head off, because this is basically the same thing happened in the Jim Miller fight. Like, the Jim Miller fight, as soon as they got to the ground, it was basically wrapped up. That fight lasted all of 2 minutes. They felt each other out for a little bit, and then he got subbed. This fight, it's like, I want to say Roberts threw a punch or two, and then nobody just was like, yeah, got you. And then on the get up, he just gave him that
4-1 favorite. Against a guy fighting up in weight, 1 day notice.
1 day.
Dana said, no matter what else happens tonight. That means that it could have been 4 more fights that end with a spinning backflip KO. And he was still going to get a performance bonus.
But see, you deserve a performance bonus when you basically sleep somebody with the first punch, and then when they get up, you say, I'm gonna sleep you for real this time, and gave him that Cody McKenzie guillotine. Cody McKenzie / Kamaworthy, because Cody McKenzie been off for a minute, and Kamaworthy just put that on Luis Pena, and I gotta find a reason to give Kamaworthy some love, even though
tough night.
You're
bringing up a lot of painful memories for me. Tough night. Yeah,
bruh. Yeah, the way he got that modified guillotine off though, that was. Every time I see somebody throw the guillotine like that, bro, ain't no way to get out of that, bro. The way that they getting it when they sticking their whole arm around your neck, like bro, it's nothing to do around that. Like you basically done. He almost spun his whole neck around and exorcised himself, and it was like, bro. He tried. It was no getting out.
Yeah, that was a tough night for Roosevelt. Not too much to say, but shout out to Kroom getting it done.
Bro, we already
been fighting for like 14 years.
We trying to get into the UFC 5 times the amount of that fight, so there you go.
Yeah, not too much to say. Whew. Then we get to my parlay, my full card is dead at that point. Pissed off at Roosevelt Roberts. We got to our fight that we did disagree on. Luckily, we didn't even cover the Roosevelt Roberts fight because it was such last minute. So they didn't get to pick that one. I for sure would have picked Roberts, so my parlay would have been dead either way. But we get to the Avila Eubanks fight.
Now,
and this fight could have also been one of those
fight of the night. Could have been. That's crazy, bro. Now that you mention it, all 3 of the women fights on this card have potential to be fight of the night. The first fight probably would have been fight of the night had that main event not been as epic as it was. And this fight probably would have been right up there if Avila just didn't give it up as soon as it got to the floor. Like the last 2 rounds weren't too competitive. But pretty much every one of these rounds, all 3 rounds, they had at least a 15 to 30 second window where they just stood in each other's face and swung like crazy. That was nuts, bro. They had quite a few of those Max Holloway, Ricardo Lamas, you stand right here and we about to bang it out moments. And it's like, okay, all right.
Man. Yeah, those are some.
But you called it though. You did call it though.
Shout out to me. I knew Eubanks could Modafari her way. I'm surprised I didn't call Modafari in her way to a Denver. We'll get to that later. But yeah, man, Eubanks did her thing. Vila did her thing too. It looked like she was about to have her out a few times. Eubanks is strong and knew to go to the takedown and did what I thought she was going to do the whole fight was get her down and control her with some nasty ground and pound and elbows and just out-strength her because standing up, she was going to be at a disadvantage. But the fact that she was game while standing up is what made the difference. Because Avila's been putting away everybody with those same flurries. He overwhelms you and you just getting...
Those flurries were all nasty. Yeah, bro. I got in my notes in that first round. They basically started this with damn near a 20-punch combo back and forth between the two of them, and it was like, yeah, bro, this is Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Bisbee was in there saying, "Oh, I wish they would like jab and slip," and this, that, and like, no, ain't no slipping the way that they swing right now. And the one thing about it is, Avila had a slight reach advantage. You could clearly see Eubanks had the power advantage, so I honestly think Eubanks probably could have won this fight even if it had stayed standing. But she saw where her advantage really lied, and it was like, yeah, with that type of jiu-jitsu and that type of strength at that division, bro, I don't know how she has 4 losses, bro. I mean,
what bad weight cuts has been her issue, and she also fought some of the top ladies in that division.
Facts.
But yeah, it's almost like the Angie Hill fight. Jajara Eubanks gets better every time I see her. This was another case of it. She even looked better in this fight than she did in the Moraz fight, and this was against tougher competition. And I think I just think you can tell Jajara Eubanks has like a nasty grit about her, or a scrappiness about her that had Avila did those flurries on. I'll say like 80%, because hey, she's been beating everybody with that same type of output. Does it to 90% of that division, they all fold. So Jajara Eubanks just got too much toughness. You're not about to punk her, and she did what she had to do. So yeah, shout out to Jajara Eubanks, moving her way up. She might be, she's gonna be knocking at the door for fighting in the top 10, top 5 pretty soon. She keeps pulling off these W's.
If I'm gonna be honest, bro, Amanda is the GOAT. I don't know too many who can even come close to seeing Amanda. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, with that strength, with that jiu-jitsu, I mean, I don't think she got the stand-up to really mess with Amanda like that.
That's the tough part. But Jajara is tough.
She's tough, bro. She's tough. Like I'm not gonna say that she could beat her, but I will say she has a better chance, or as good of a chance as anybody in the top 5 right now. Like, because clearly ain't none of them did it. So clearly ain't none of them did it.
And she looked good physically too. If Jajara Eubanks can keep this up, man, 2 wins away, should I say? 2 wins away from knocking on that door, for sure.
Heavy underdog and got it done.
Got it done easy.
As the ranked fighter,
29-27.
Facts.
Somebody give her Matafari.
Come on, man.
Wait.
Again?
Matafari fighting at 125?
135. No, she already
135. She had bantamweight. Hey, Matafari ranked 8th. Give him the trilogy fight. Give him the trilogy. Got Matafari ranked 8th, and she didn't beat this lady twice. That's how you know how good Jajara Eubanks really is. And she got wins over Lauren Murphy, who's also ranked in the top 10 as well. Jajara's on the way.
And see, 2 of her losses came to Aspen Labs in the top 3. So,
and Chukagian was one of the other ones, and then you know, was it Beth Correa? Yeah. Hey, Beth, title contending Beth Correa. That woman's a legend. She's basically a Shogun Hua.
Legend for getting beat up by Ronda. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Then that closes out the prelims, and then we get to the main card. Main card lit all the way. Was main card? We had the Bobby Green fight. Main card was almost all finishes. Oh yeah, we also had the Matafari fight. That fight was good. The Matafari fight. Another woman fight that was solid. I just didn't like it because I had picked Andrea Lee to win, but Matafari did what I always knew she does. She's too unorthodox, too irky jerky, and if she gets you down on the takedown, you're pretty much done for that round. Andrea Lee was able to get up that first round. She's strong, took a lot of strength to do that. But if Matafari gets you down anytime in round 2 or round 3, you might as well chalk it up as a lost round. Oh yeah, but hey, I just skipped all the. My bad. My bad. Hey man, why you let me do that?
Yeah, man. Now when we get to that one, we can say, just go back. We seen it. Told you what happened.
Like you already know about this fight, so let's go to the next one. But yeah, man, the Billy Q fight. Billy Q versus Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson was game.
Billy Q was tough, bro.
Billy Q was a lot better than I expected him to be. Kyle Nelson was a super live dog though, but Billy Q is
facts. Hey, all I know is Kyle Nelson, Spike Carlisle. You gonna have to show me anybody between 10 and 15 range, even the 5 and 15 range, that can go through both of those guys back to back and put on this impressive of performances. Like these guys both came out
performance bonus.
Facts. They both came out to knock his head off, and he basically stayed composed throughout both of those whole fights. And we're talking about guys who basically didn't gas until he just put it on them to the point where they couldn't come with that same steam no more.
He beat the gas out of Nelson in this one. You can see those punches starting to wear on him after that. In that second round, I thought he was ready to go in that second round, but
it was pretty much over. It was pretty much over.
It was pretty much second round. Yeah. Or the third round, he only took like 4 or 5 punches for it to even.
No, it was 2. It was 2.
It was just 2.
He walked right across the cage.
Well, he landed like a couple on one. Yeah. It was 2. It was basically it was Jose Aldo versus Peter Yan all over again.
Oh man!
Hate to bring back painful memories again, but yeah, that's what it was.
It's only painful because my guy Jose had to take a whole 2 extra minutes of an ass whooping because the referee just didn't want to. Hey man, you still in it? You still in it? No, bro, I'm not in it no more. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna go back and look at if that was. It might have been Mark Goddard, but if I find out it was Herb Dean, I would be like, hey, Herb just be letting everybody take the breaks. But it might have been Mark Goddard, or it might have been Chris Ione who messed up.
I'll let you know who Dana's least favorite referee is once we get to the fight with the horrible referee, because he called out an old referee in the post fight and he said his name multiple times. Mazzagatti. He called out Mazzagatti a couple of times. Yeah.
I gotta see this. I gotta see Mazzagatti. I thought I gotta see this guy then. But yeah, man, we moved from the Billy Q fight, and then we get to the Bobby Green, Patrick Nelson. Bobby Green, Alan Patrick, and I remember saying I couldn't understand why this fight was on the prelims. They moved it to the main card because they knew they was fooling. Well, and man, I don't know why they was calling him Alon Patrick. Don't call this man what his name is.
They gotta put the Brazilian accent on you.
Oh my goodness. His name is Patrick.
Alon Patrick.
I'm like, hey man, that's Alan Patrick. Yeah, you're not about to play with my mind. Not today.
That's facts though. And man, he came out looking like a guy who trained with Jacare. Like he was just going balls to the wall for those takedowns. And the sad part was he just couldn't get the takedown. Like that was basically the end of the fight right there. Like,
and he shot for him early, and he was shooting like naked takedown,
shooting from halfway across the cage. Like, bro,
and he has a pretty good stand up. He must have really been intimidated by Bobby's ability and striking to be like, you know what, I got to get this guy on the ground. But he's also been away for 2 years.
The messed up thing about the fact that he came out with such a grapple heavy game plan was he basically tired himself out by the time the end of the fight happened. In the third round, he basically said, I'm gonna stop trying to take you down. We can do whatever you want to do on this stand up stuff. And Bobby Green was just like, all right, like I'm gonna just put these hands on you. And like I said, that fight was basically easy work, bro. Green was out here matrixing every punch that he threw because he basically gassed himself out trying to overshoot them takedowns and not get him and end up on bottom.
And even if you got the clinch, Bobby Green, you're doing that so early in the fight with against a guy who's strong. Bobby Green isn't small for 155. He's a well-built fighter. You're doing it against a guy that strong and that good with grappling defense and grappling offense.
Grappling offense, bro. He was dragging him.
Basically like Bobby Green wanted to take out.
There's no reason for you to be out here going for the takedowns every time. But Bobby Green be the guy who ends up with the most takedowns he ever had in his career. Like,
didn't shoot not one.
Didn't shoot once, bro. He was just ragdolling you. Like, get him. You got it.
I wonder if that got to be a career record or a UFC high for most takedowns without shooting for the takedown. Like, hey, I'm not gonna shoot for these, but if you're gonna give it to me, there you go. I got you. Come on. Bobby Green's looking good. He's looking. Man, imagine if some of those split decisions go his way.
Fight Pettis, bro. I need to see him fight Pettis. Give him a Pettis. Give him a Jim Miller. Give him somebody with a big name. Somebody that's been around for a long time and hasn't just taken a 2-year break. Like, he got to get one of these co-main type of something, bro. Like, he's an OG, bro. He's been out here since King of the Cage and Strikeforce. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
I got it. Bobby Green versus Ottman Azatar. You heard it here. Is he gonna land that punch? Could he land punches on that boxing defense? I got it. Hey, you better take that fight. The only reason I don't want
to see it is because my guy Bobby Green does not put his hands up ever, dog. I do not want to see him get cold cut, bro.
We're talking about a guy who wants to throw heavy against one of the best boxing defensive fighters in the UFC.
Not with no hands up, bro.
Outside of my guy Kevin Holland, who be out there with the shoulder Philly roll too. Hit him with the we gonna make it too. Hit him with the we. But yeah, hey, I would like to see Ottman Azatar versus Bobby Green. That sounds like a fight made. That's a co-main. That's a co-main, maybe even a headliner.
That is based on what they've done
in it recently.
You gonna have to keep your hands up on that one, though, bro. You would have to keep your hands up on that one.
Is he?
I hope so.
He gotta get hit. He's gotta get hit first.
It only take one though.
Yeah, true. But you can't tell me they're not in the same space. I see what you're saying. Though.
For sure.
I would like him to fight a guy with the name. But they had like you said, Pettis. I would like to see that. But
if Cerrone wasn't already set up to take his fifth loss in a row next week, we'll talk about that soon. If he wasn't already set up for that, I would say him versus Cerrone. That's
Yeah. But yeah, man, Bobby. Yeah, I'm pushing for. We need to start a petition right now. Bobby Green, Ottman Azatar, headlining the at very least co-main event. Azatar already been the A side on the co-main. He got introduced second in this fight, so this was his showcase. This was basically his fight to win. They did have my guy Conor Worthy as a favorite. Tough night. But yeah, but back to Bobby Green. Yeah, he looked good. Got the easy 30-27 decision.
Easy. And then, I was as close to a 30-25 as I ever seen a 30-27. Like the only thing that didn't make it a 30-25 was the fact that Bobby Green was. I'm not gonna say playing with him, but he was just kind of he let him live. Yeah, he let him live.
He didn't step on the guy.
But see, the thing about it was Patrick just flat out didn't have nothing for him to begin with, so he was like, "I'm not gonna kill you. Like this, you ain't even been in this in this environment in 2 years. Let me not do you too dirty, bro. I'm
gonna take it easy today. Take it easy." But then we get into the worst fight of the night, hands down.
Only because of the ending.
Because of the ending and because of the where's the integrity?
Facts. That part.
Where is the I mean, you gotta do whatever it is to win, but where's the integrity of the sport when a fighter's gonna accept, hey, I got kicked in the nuts, knowing good well you didn't get kicked in the nuts. You can't walk around holding your nuts and then in the interview say, I don't know where I got hit. Bro, you did the nut hurt walk. You did the oh my, he got me right on the left one. You did all of that.
I don't know where he hit me.
Knowing that he was clenching his stomach on the way down. I was pissed because Rodriguez now has to not get his win bonus.
They gave him the win bonus. Dana gave him the win. Dana gave him the win money.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, at that point.
And this is the fight where Dana was talking about Mazzagatti. He basically said this was the worst call that I've ever seen. This was some Mazzagatti level bullshit. And Mazzagatti had some of the worst calls ever. And I was like, And he called Mazzagatti out about 5 times in that press conference. But he did say they gave Rodriguez his win money.
That's good.
They didn't say anything about contesting it. But yeah, bro, they need to look into that though, because
that's
something
his camp is probably going to have to get the wheels turning on. But I've seen like, hey, sometimes you just gotta. It's just going to take the president Dana knows it was a bad stoppage, so he's going to be on your side. The replay is there. The Nevada State Commission knows it's a bad call. All you got to do is get the wheels turning on getting this changed to a no contest, which I'm sure is going to happen. We had a legit fight. We had a fighter go down. He was done.
He was done, bro. He took the whole 5 off of a knee to the stomach. Took the whole 5 minutes.
Took the whole 5 minutes, bro.
Like that's how you know he
for the ref to not have a clear point of view and to call that a nut shot. Wow.
Dana was questioning how they can go about bringing replay into effect.
That would be.
Dana was also pretty happy that Rodriguez didn't end up with any on first look. Didn't end up with any arm damage off of that Kimura, because I mean, and you could basically tell
he didn't want to get that fight. He
didn't want to tap, bro. He didn't want to tap. He was like, I'm not about to tap. You're going to have to take my arm because I'm not about to lose after I just won in the last round. I can't lose. And
that heart right there alone, Mike Rodriguez fully turned the corner. He was robbed of his turning of the corner. Took unnecessary damage that he didn't need to take. We probably was going to see him again this year. Hopefully his arm isn't messed up. But yeah, all because of a bad call by the ref. And I'm just glad Dana didn't give Ed Herman a damn performance bonus. At that point, I would have boycotted the UFC. I would have like, screw this. We covering FAA or FLA or Bellator or something else. We're not dealing with this organization. But yeah, good job by Dana. Hey, he got his win bonus. As long as that guy didn't lose money out of his mouth with that one. So yeah. And the ground that pound that would have commenced on that would have probably got him a performance bonus. So he probably got robbed about
facts.
$70,000 probably, or 50. He got robbed the extra 50 racks.
He was about to tee off, bro. He was about to tee off. Yeah. And the ref was like, no, stop it. And he said, stop.
Time. Nuts. No, he didn't hit him in the nuts. He hit him in the guts. That's what you should have said. Oh my gosh. But enough of this fight. It's starting to make him a blood boil. Chris Tyone, you got to do better. At this point, you're making Herb Dean look like an A1 ref. A1.
Herb Dean messed up today. Herb messed up today too, bro. No.
He's making Herb Dean look like the better of two evils. But yeah, man, we get to the Modafferi Lee fight. And we picked Lee. Ah, man, Modafferi just always somehow gets these upsets against people who, especially after what happened against Lauren Murphy. There was no way I thought she was going to get this W. Especially with how good Lee has looked and how strong she has looked, and she still just doesn't have it for Modafferi. That's 2 losses.
Nah, Modafferi is she's just that much stronger, bro. She got that old woman strength. What's another word for old? Because I don't want to, call nobody but
mature.
She got that mature woman. That's what I'm talking about, bro. She got that mature woman strength.
Well aged,
fine wine woman strength. Got that vino woman strength, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to the mama.
Hey. Yeah, but hey, man, Modafferi's maintaining her dominance over these women with aspirations to have title fights. She did it to Macy Barber. She just did it to.
And that's the crazy part, bro. That's the craziest part, bro.
She's like the gatekeeper, and she's not even at
exactly.
She's not even at the one that's at the gate. She's the Karen at the stoplight sitting on them.
And it's like every single time, it's like they always put her up against somebody that they're like, oh, she gonna lose this time for sure. She gonna lose this time, and then nope, she don't lose. Like she get it done.
Yeah, she's the gatekeeper.
You gotta have similar mature strength to even be able to compete, bro. The only competition I've seen her with in the last couple of fights is Lauren Murphy, and that's because hey, they both got the same kind of strength. Both got it.
It's just tough at 135. We've said this before. 135 is almost like it's like the women's version of heavyweight. Almost, you could be old and be dominant at 135 because the athleticism just isn't there yet. Imagine somebody at 135 with.
I think they fight at 125 though.
Modafferi's moving all over the place. I thought she was at bantamweight. 125. My bad. Forget everything I just said at that point. But yeah.
But no, it's the fact. Well, I don't know where did she go down from?
She is 125 because Macy Barber is
125.
125.
But see, that's the thing. 125 is the newest women's division in the UFC. So I'm just going to assume that when she was on the Ultimate Fighter, that's when she was on 135.
She was fighting Sajara.
That's how she fought. So, yeah. That's how she fought Eubanks twice. Yeah. So bro. And see, that's the thing. It's one of those things where she coming down from 135 to fight some of y'all that's down here. It's like I don't know how you supposed to even compete with this mature woman right here, like
with the mature woman strength. It's tough. And then her style isn't something that you're able to just find to be able to train for. It's not somebody who throws a nice kick. It's somebody who's very unorthodox and non-uniform in her
parts of her movement.
Yeah. So you gotta find somebody who moves like Roxanne Modafferi to even prep for her. And it's tough finding those type of fighters. I don't even know if that fighter exists outside of Roxanne Modafferi.
Facts. Yeah, she be getting it done though. She be putting in work. Mess with her, like Roxy.
She gets a takedown, you're done.
Change the light.
Change the light in on them. But yeah,
I like Roxy though.
And that moves us right into our co-main. But we might have got a good fight out of this co-main. It was
a good fight. It was
it leads us into the Bobby Green versus Azatar down the road. But yeah, this fight, man, Kama Worthy, I thought he was about to do it again, and it sucks he doesn't get it done when he's the favorite. He was just saying this.
I felt the type of way. I felt the type of way about him being the favorite in this fight only because Obedi was 12-0, and I saw the smoke that he was throwing. But then I understood why Kama Worthy was the favorite because he was such a heavy underdog in those last 2 fights that I was like, all right, we just got to start putting some respect on his name. Like at least the odds were close. Like a lot of these other fights we looked at on this card, odds wasn't so close. So, close. It kind of made sense to me how he was the but bruh, the way Azatar, that I don't even know how to explain it, but he clearly has some heat behind those punches because you could see it in Kama Worthy's face. That first punch, he was like, oh shit. Power.
Yeah. Worthy tried to clinch him up. He was like, "No, you ain't clinching nothing over here. I'm gonna
swing through your clinch." And I like guys who do this too. He started throwing at the body. Like he hit him in the head twice, 2-3 times. That's when Kama Worthy tried to clinch. Hit him with the body, boop boop, went right back up top, boop boop boop. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Like, can't stop it. Can't stop that type of. Can't stop that type of pressure.
He has 2 opponents on this card. We're either going to see Billy Q, Bobby Green. Billy Q, Azatar.
Billy Q, 145, I think.
I keep forgetting he's not 155. I just know he fought Bobby Green back in the day. So Azatar only got one opponent out of this.
I need that rematch.
I wish, keep forgetting Billy Q's featherweight. Forgetting everybody's weight classes. But yeah, Azatar, Bobby Green is what's got to happen next. At least be on the main card. Put it on the pay-per-view. Make us pay to see this at the very least. Dana did say he's going to get him on Fight Island.
I want Azatar versus Mark Diakase.
Or Azatar versus Fiziev. They did say they're going to put him back on Fight Island. So it's going to be somebody it's got to be somebody
Matrix,
good.
Man. Azatar versus Matrix, man. Come on, man. Yeah, do it.
Ooh. Whatever it is, Azatar is about to have a fight that's going to be fight of the night possible.
And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I want to see Billy Q versus Shane Burgos. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm. You're trying to get my guy Burgos out of the top 15. He's not going to like that. He's not going to like that at all.
Hey, man. You want to fight? You say?
Oh, man. Maybe Billy Q, Bryce Mitchell. Billy Q, Drew Dober.
I'm with all that, bro. Drew Dober about to fight. That's 155 too. But he about to fight Diego for Carlos Diego. You said it.
Oh man. Finished off the Azatar fight. I'm already disappointed and sad. My guy Kamori didn't get it done, but I'm like, I got a little hope. Like Angie Hill can still seal the night for me. And man, it didn't go as planned. I'm gonna tell you,
gotta stay poised, bro. Gotta stay poised.
What a good fight from Michelle Waterson.
Good fight from both ladies.
This was a super good fight for both ladies. Fight of the night winner.
Fight of the night for a reason.
But man, Angie started strong, and maybe she started too strong. A lot of those punches looked like she was trying to score a knockout.
Her out.
And maybe she should have possibly point fighted in those early rounds because she still would have landed what she landed, but a lot of her misses were some big misses. Just keep going for what's good because hey, after that takedown, the whole complexity of the fight changed. And
yeah, man, she basically had her down there at least half of that third round, and you could basically see still Angela Hill is somewhat of a fish out of water on the floor, like. She kind of basically gave it up to where she was like, I don't feel like I can get up from here. So I'm going to just try to make sure that you can't do too much of anything while you're on top of me. It got ugly. And she even said in her post fight that, after the third round, because she was up 2-0 going into the third, clearly lost the third round. And she basically said after the third round, going into the fourth, she was a little bit too hesitant because she didn't want to get taken down again. And it's tough, bro. It's like
her takedown defense was good, dude.
It was elite, bro. She was Waterson, and bro, people was talking about it on Instagram, Twitter, tweeting, and all this stuff, saying that Waterson's coaches are out here giving her a new belt for her grappling when she went 1 for 19 for takedowns. Like she got outstruck in 3 of the rounds, only landed 1 takedown out of 19. But it's kind of hard to say that she didn't win those last 3 rounds. It's tough. Like the third round clearly won. The fourth round, it was still pretty clear. Fifth round, it was a toss-up. Yeah, the fifth round was a toss-up, but she kind of won it with all them push kicks and the fact that
the illusion of damage being done. I don't think it was the yelling. I think it was the push kick. She landed like 10 of those things, and it's the illusion of those looking like they're doing damage because it stops you in your tracks. She landed them every time Angie Hill was about to advance, and those look more telling than Angie landing the jab or two, where you clearly can't see a jab landing. Can't believe somebody had it 4-1 though.
That person was.
It was clear Angie Hill won the first 2 rounds. It was clear Waterson won the last 2. And then it's all perception. Do you think those push kicks are really doing the damage? But she also was landing some stuff. Like it was. I knew Angie Hill lost that fight after the third round. The flurry at the end, I said it was probably going to end up being a split. It might have won the judge over, but which it did. It won one of the judges over that little flurry at the end. But they didn't outweigh those push kicks. Oh man.
Angela Hill got to follow us on Twitter. She would have known. Just stay far back enough to where her foot can't hit your face. Like she don't even be throwing to try to hit you, but your face was just too close to her foot. That's all. Like, and see, that's the thing about the way that Angela Hill was fighting. She kind of was fighting at a range that was like she was trying to punch. It's like, fam, you got kicks too. You could just kick her too. Like, just kick her.
Right.
And it's like, if you gonna fight at punching range where she can also kick you, get in closer and grab her. Grab her, get her up against the cage, elbow her. But she didn't really want to grapple at all after the first takedown. It's tough, man.
We only see a lot more cage clinch work from Angie, but hey, Waterson did her thing. She clearly won those last 3 rounds, in my opinion.
She did it.
So yeah. Tough fight though. Very good fight. I'm glad they both got they fight in like bonuses. They deserved it. Put on a good show. And Angie Hill's always in these good fights, man. She's never in a dull one.
A lot of split decisions, bro. A whole lot of split decisions. Hopefully she go to the street Jesus school of I'm gonna just start sleeping folks.
Man, what's next for her? Van Buren, Tisha Torres.
I'll take a Tisha Torres rematch.
Tisha Torres rematch. I don't know if Van Buren's a wise choice for Van Buren, but they did try to give her Tisha Torres, so you got to assume an Angie Hill fight wouldn't be too far fetched if they gave her Tisha Torres, or maybe even Angie Hill, Lavinia Sosa too. Something.
I'm with that. I'm with all of that.
But yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see Angie Hill again. It's only September. Got all the way to December. She's gonna be fighting again this year. Yeah, man. Good things, and that's UFC Vegas. Vegas 10 in a nutshell. 10. Yeah. That's it in a nutshell. Signed, sealed, delivered. Easy. Good card. So, yeah.
Don't forget, man. Y'all need to, subscribe, like it, and comment. Let us know what y'all thought.
Yeah, man. Do you blame Ed Herman or Chris Tognoni for this one, or do you blame both? Let us know.
Both.
My guy gonna tell you what it.
Blame the fact that they ain't gonna replay, but y'all can tell us down there.
He never let you not know. Oh man, tough night. Hopefully they change that to a no contest. Hopefully we get Bobby Green Azatar. Hopefully we get Angie Hill, Waterson too. Hey, you might go run that back. I don't see why, because it looks like they got title aspirations for Michelle Waterson.
She got title aspirations for herself. She's been trying to force that for a minute, but
it's why everybody's locked up. You got some people, like they said. Are we going to see Joanna versus Waterson too?
I wouldn't mind Thug Rose Waterson too.
Oh, Andrade versus Waterson. There we go.
Andrade's about to fight. Andrade's going up to 125. I think all of them chicks need to be scared besides Shevchenko.
Hey, man, Modifari to get that takedown. Andrade ain't ready. Too powerful.
Hey, that's facts though. That's no. Modifari got it.
Oh man, that's gonna be interesting to see. But hey, Thug Rose Waterson, that makes sense.
I'm with it.
But who's
Suarez if she ever come back, but she hurt.
Yeah. Who's fighting Wei Lee at that point?
That's the problem. They could give her Suarez if she ever come back, but she hurt. So,
or maybe a champ fight, Wei Lee versus Shevchenko.
That's gonna happen before the end of 2021 for sure. If Wei Lee beats Thug Rose, there's nobody else for her to fight, dog. Nothing else to see here.
That's a good fight. We already saw Shevchenko versus Joanna, so I don't see why we can't do Wei Lee Shevchenko. Get it done.
I can see it.
That is it for us. That's Cajun style. And I haven't said Cajun style in a minute. That's Cajun style. And the closing, signing off for UFC Vegas 10.
And the ending Millie,
And my guy had to bring the Millie back.
And don't forget to comment. Follow on the Facebook. Follow on the Twitter.
Follow on the subscribe. Oh, yes. Subscribe is always one of these. I always get it wrong. I'm going to remember which way to point one of these days. But yeah, man. Y'all know what it is. Cajun.
Styling on them. Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.